light out. Everybody. It is later than you think.
Light now brings you stories of the supernatural and the supernormal, dramatizing the fantasy and the mystery of the unknown. We tell you it plainly. So if you wish to avoid the excitement and tension of these imaginary plays, we urge you, calmly but sincerely, turn off your radio now.
My name, Archibald. Tonight, a story I enjoyed writing because, well, frightening as the thought may be, could happen. Furthermore, I might speak frankly, my dear Diane. The basic thing here is will you then there's a matter of this.
Well,
They're too obvious. Cut them off, too.
no nose, no ears. Oh, a fine art critic you turn out.
Has this been found?
I think the best police work I've ever done. Go away.
So I told my wife, which I did, about stopping the artistic endeavors for the night and romancing with you. Out of the veranda.
Spoken as Professor Russell J. Adams, instructor of astronomy at our beloved university.
I don't know a single scientific fact about this one. It's a special satellite, built entirely for romance.
Then it's a book.
After you, Fred Diane? Why do you laugh?
Just thinking, it's a good thing we haven't any neighbors. They think we're coming on.
10 years and 2 more.
Or remembering.
Where the sign?
Such a lovely night.
Yes. You're very lovely with a moonlight in your hair. 335 days out of the year, moonlight to me is just a reflected light of the sun. A light interesting only that it may be analyzed spectroscopically. But these 30 days of our vacation, oh, what a magical change. It's a soft lover's moon hanging in the heavens over the bright clouds.
People wonder why I can't get excited about Ronald Coleman.
Coleman? Who's he?
Spoken like a true professor. He's a motion picture star. An absolute paragon of romance.
Well, perhaps I should reflect my movie-going host sometime with such a very interesting teacher.
Oh, Russell,
What's that?
I saw the brightest shooting star.
Really? Well, you gasp, I thought you saw the angel of death himself galloping into his letters.
There's another one. Look, Russell.
Yeah. For 11 months out of the year, the heavens have my full and undivided affection. Oh, during this blessed month. Let the heavens fall, I can't be bothered.
I never saw such bright shooting stars.
Yes, and another thing, my dear. As the wife of an accredited professor of astronomy, I think it no more than fitting that you give the phenomena that you observe its proper name, namely the fall of meteors.
There's another one. And another. Oh, that's bright and beautiful.
They travel at such a tremendous rate, the friction of our atmosphere burns them into a fiery vapor.
There's more of them. Look, one after the other. I've never seen so many shooting stars. I've never so many meteors in all my life. So that's why you wanted me out here. You knew about this meteor shower, didn't you?
It's one of heaven's free spectacles, this constellation. Every 3 years, and this happens to be the third year.
Oh, frightening.
Quite frightening.
Those great masses of stone and iron coming from who knows where in interstellar space, traveling millions and millions of miles, and then going up in such glorious flames, just as they reach the end of their journey.
Not all goes to fame. Hundreds of them strike the earth each year.
Well, Russell, there's no danger.
No, the probabilities of being struck on the head by that cosmic rubbish is about 1,000 times more remote than winning a sweepstake without buying a ticket.
Well, look, that one, the brightest of all.
Wait, Diane. What's that?
I don't know. Something from the
Look.
sky. It's shooting star.
Look out, Diane! landed out in the field there. Here, let me help you. You all right, Bruce?
Yes, I'm all right. Russ, where are you going?
Out there. Where it must have buried itself. Wait here. I'll be right back.
No, I'm going with you.
All right, if you want to. Oh, Diane, what an experience we've had. The one chance in a million I spoke about almost occurred to us.
But Russ, was it really a shooting star? That explosion like a bombshell?
Bombshell of the universe.
What will we find out there?
Fragment of the meteorite, I
But
hope.
it'll burn.
No, all of it's then again, it may have exploded to 1,000 minute pieces. I quickly left the task.
I'm afraid.
No, dangers are all over. I fear. When the mass landed, I should be able to find the torn ground where it smashed through the turf.
Oh, please, darling, let's wait until morning.
No, I must find the thing at once. Right? And the brightness of the flash, I'm positive that the lens of this here. Look!
What?
The turf, all torn up. This is the place.
Russell, are you mad? Get up off the ground.
Right here. Drunken glancing low off the brow of the ridge. I've got it.
What?
A fragment of it. Still warm. See? No larger than a baseball. Oh, that was it.
Yes, that's a medium.
A meteorite. All that's left of the meteor that burned and exploded.
Drop it, Russell.
What are you talking
Throw it away.
Come back then.
What are you going to do with it?
What's the matter with your face?
I don't know. Somehow I'm afraid for all of us.
Afraid. Good heavens, my dear. There's nothing dangerous about this. A mass metal that's 90% iron. Why, it's as harmless as any inert piece of metal. Come to the study. I'll show you where the rush is there against the incandescent.
Russ, wait.
Huh?
Someone's crying. I'll go and see. Poor thing. We forgot all about it.
Mr. Dad, it was exploding.
Now, everything's all right, Hilda.
What's going on, Diane?
The explosion frightened her out of her wit.
Mr. Adams, the guy, the old man, the fire come from the sky and killed him. He died. Everybody died.
For heaven's sake, stop that!
All right, Diane.
I'm going to get at this meteorite, so please quiet the dumb fool down as quickly as you can. Phenomenon she can do nothing. Oh, Daddy, fine now.
She'll be all right.
Look a little rocky yourself. Yeah,
She's very frightened.
and even you, Diane.
Well,
In fact, it's so strangely, as if this inert piece of coarse metal would cause some supernatural effect.
what are you going to do with it?
Zap it. Here. I'll take some of this nitric acid. Watch closely, and I'll show you that this stone consists of ordinary elements. Iron.
Russell.
Or,
It was in cast stone.
if it's surprised, low right here will break it in half. Don't try to do that.
No, Russell. Leave it alone.
Good heavens, Diane. Nothing but a stone. All I'm going to do is try and break it along this fish. Stone break. Fine. George, it did.
What's inside? Oh, Russell.
Negative ray protoplasm. No, it can't be. It can't. This is a meteor. It can't be flesh. There is no flesh. Nothing could live.
Russ, look. It's growing.
Growing?
Ladies and gentlemen, a shooting star flashes out of the sky and falls to earth. And in it something living from out of interstellar space. Yes. This is the time to take a breath before going on with tonight's Lighthouse play, the story of Professor Adams and his wife and the things from out beyond our world. A meteorite had fallen. Professor Adams had broken it open, and there was a gray nugget of flesh inside, which, even as the professor and his wife stood watching, began to grow.
And faster. Grey flesh. Growing. Russ, I'm afraid.
No, Dad. No, wait. Control yourself. This is something we've got to see. Both of us. Calm. So we can tell others clearly what we saw.
Try. Russ, put your arm around me.
Listen to the noise as it grows.
I hear it. When will it stop? When?
Look.
I can't. That horrible grey flesh.
But you must see it. Look. It's forming into something.
What?
A head. It's forming into a head.
Ah!
Let it be, Diane. Flesh and a meteor. Going into a head.
I see. A head. Horrible head.
What? Speaking. Yes.
Russ.
You hear and understand me?
Laughing.
I love at the fear and wonder in your simple little faces. Who are you? What are you? If I told you, would your little earth mind understand? Tell us, whatever you are. Tell us what you are. What you on earth would you have for masters? No. I must know. You thing. What can I call you? Tell me what you mean, you master. Surely you, simple little man, do not think that in you creation has reached the ultimate.
Grey flesh. Talking. I'm getting out.
You will say.
Russ, I can't move.
Nor I. You cannot move. Who are you? Tell us. Who are you? You saw how I came. A tiny bit of protoplasm in that meteorite? So I willed myself to be. To reach your earth. You came here in that? Through space? Through space beyond your furthest conception. Thing. Many of my people have tried. I am the first to succeed. Then meteors are the means we have used to try and reach this hidden Atlantis. I am the first. Now there will be others. You're from another planet? The old world. Old beyond your understanding. A world grown cold in its age. Empty with passing years. We must escape to a young, fertile world. This world. But you're only heads. Heads without bodies.
Russ, I'm so
No,
afraid.
please. I must hear him speak. This that is happening to us is a miracle of all time. Tell me, you there, are you only heads in that world you speak of? Heads. Heads. You see what I will to see. But what are you? A mind and a will beyond your feeble understanding. As far above you as you are above the apes that still must crawl in your jungle. But how can it be that you speak as I speak and understand what I say? Your flattering weary. But I tell you this. All that you say, I know. The most profound thought any of you earthlings have ever thought.
as the babbling of children. But now I am hungry. You understand that, little thing?
Hungry?
Hungry with a hunger that has driven me over space without ending. Hunger that has brought me here.
But what do you eat?
You will know.
What do you mean?
What food could there be here to fill the hunger of such as I? Hunger that would make me entomb myself in metal, flung into space, in a hope that chance would bring me to the fire of that air of yours. What food?
I don't know. Tell me.
Come closer.
Oh no.
And why, oh no,
Don't. Human?
human. You think you crawling worms are human to us,
But if you're a man,
but we are not men. You are the cattle. We are the keepers. You raise the cattle for life. And we, for centuries, have raised such a our world for life. And now, as I told you, our world has grown too old and too old. The herds of you die, and we grow hungry. That is why I am here. We need new cattle. Here there are so many of you. Earth, woman,
we've got.
woman.
Stop it. Don't help it, huh? Stop it.
No.
Closer.
Don't listen to him. No. Don't move.
You hear only me, Earth, woman.
No, Diane. No. Don't say that. Don't look at that monster, Diane.
Closer, Jan.
No. Don't move toward it. Don't.
Closer.
No.
Jan.
Diane. Monster. Not Diane. Diane, I beg of you. Don't close that door. No. Keep your
Soon you will move to me.
No. Diane. Diane. I've got to find the way. The strength to stop him. Diane, you're almost... That bottle. Magic acid. The bottle. Yes. Close to you, monster. Take this. Flesh. Diane, wake up. Open your eyes. I killed it, honey. I killed it. Diane, it's all right. I killed it. Diane, look. Outside it's still dark. Yes. Sky still streaked with the rush of his rise. And that thing should more the monsters of his freedom. Thanks to devil hunter I am. Another midnight is just... and then it... perhaps... Oh, Diane. Diane. Is that truly the end for mankind?
Robler, will the end of the world come that way?
Right. If you mean will the end for mankind come out of interstellar space at some medium? Well, there are mighty interesting theories along that line. The amazing thing about it, Frank, is that there are so many logical and thoroughly possible ways in which the entire tribe of mankind could be wiped off the earth at any moment. I'm not talking about famine or what's close to all of it, war. I mean other ways. A star moves into our darkness from somewhere out there in the blackness of interstellar space. Before its presence might turn our spinning globe headlong into the sun. In a split second, all of mankind, all of the ability, wonderful possessions, precious little child, would go up in a flash of fire. Or out of the sun itself, the very source of our life, as we all know, would shoot a long stream of explosive flame that would curl around us and again, so quickly that no man would know what happened. In split seconds, this earth would be a charred, uninhabitable zero. Yes, everyone stop and think of the tiny little grain of sand this haughty world of ours actually is in the dark sea of space. When we realizes how precarious little mankind's hold is on this earth, the spectacle of man's inhumanity to man becomes a cosmic joke.
All of those things are certainly interesting to think about, Mr. Robler, but tell us now what's going to happen next week.
Next week, falls trees. No, that's not a dance, it's a story of chance. That unpredictable chance that makes one man a saint and the next man a hypocrite. Flip of a coin, the turn of a card, the bend of a road. I think you'll like what we have to offer you and you next week.
Lights Out will come to you again next Tuesday at this same time. Be sure to listen to Arch Oboler's weird story of false.
Lights out, everybody. It is later than you think.
This is Arch Oboler bringing you another in our series of stories of the unusual. And once again we caution you, these lights out stories are definitely not for the timid soul. So we tell you calmly and very sincerely, if you frighten easily, turn off your radio now.
And now, Profits Unlimited.
It just doesn't make sense.
Don't it, miss?
But why must you row me there?
I told you, miss, no boat can get past the reef.
But surely my grandfather can afford a power boat.
The last one sank 5 years ago.
Then why doesn't he... Oh, what's the use of asking any more questions? I've asked, and every answer just gets me more mixed up than I was before.
It's all very simple, miss.
Simple?
All just a question of money.
What do you mean, money?
10 generations before they lived and died on the island. It's all money.
But my father...
Yes, all but your father. He was the one they called the fool.
Mr. Williams, I don't think you've any right...
It isn't a matter of right or wrong, miss. It's what they said.
How much farther is there to go? I can't see.
Yes, mist is always heavy this time of morning. He'll be there soon enough. It's all a matter matters money.
Oh, why don't you talk words that mean something? You're like my father was. We could talk perfectly sanely about anything in the world, but the moment I spoke about the island and my ancestors, then there wasn't any clarity or logic anymore. Why don't you tell me what it's all about?
Nothing to tell you that you won't know when we get there.
But tell me something.
Sun's rising, Mr. Williams.
Look, Mr. Williams, for 15 years, ever since I've been old enough to know what it's all about, I've been trying to get some information about my family. All I know is that for generations the Cordays have lived on this island. While my father was alive, I could never come here. But now he's dead, and I'm here, and I've got to know something about them, anything. Yes, so that when I meet my grandfather, I'll know a little of what it's all about. Please, tell me.
All the matter.
Don't say that again. Tell me something that means something to me. Rowing in the middle of nowhere. I tell you,
Wait, miss.
Wait. What?
Ahead. You just look ahead of you.
Land.
Island always comes from right out the water.
From many trees.
They're always green.
You're not rowing, yet we know.
Always a current.
I've waited so long to get here.
Aye.
They're moving so quickly. Why, there's a landing here.
Aye. Hold on. You promise. Now, I'll hold it. If you'll jump.
All right.
You stand there, please. Wait for me.
Yes. No one here. My grandfather, where is he?
Are you afraid already?
Afraid? Why should I? Of course I'm not. They knew I was coming here. My grandfather, why isn't he?
The tree. Look. You want clear answers. There's one of them.
Chimneys. Smoke. Factories. Yes, they are factories, aren't they?
Aye.
But factories here.
Stood there for 10 generations.
But on an island in the middle of... Why here?
It's all a matter of money.
What? Tell me.
330 years ago, Pierre Corday came to this island and built them up.
But why here?
I'm telling you, I've been telling you all along, a matter of money. You know what money is. Well, it's been the day and the night and the sun and the moon of your family for as long as there's been one of you. Money, aye, and here was the making of it and the horror of it.
But why?
Let me tell you, you wanted to know. Let me tell you quick. The profits weren't big enough, Pierre Corday thought to himself. And the trouble was with the men in the factories. He decided they wanted too much. Oh, it was the men at the machines who were to blame. They'd find a place where only he'd be the boss, where there'd be no investigators and boards of arbitration, and then he'd tell the men what to do, and they'd do it. And up with the profits and out with the headaches in an island. Aye, a private island. That was the answer.
And this was it.
Aye. It. Beyond the jurisdiction of any man but one of the name of Corday. So here he moved these factories, machine after machine, and when everything was set up, he sent out to the places where men walked the streets looking for work, and he said, listen to me, you single ones. You're hungry, so listen to me. I have a place where there's work for you, easy work. Work at the machines, you sit all day, you don't have to think, the machines think for you. Just sit all day and do the same thing over and over and over. I'll pay you well, and I'll pay you regular. Aye, a life job if you do what I say all your lives.
And men came here?
Aye. Why not? 500 picked ones, all set for life jobs in the factories of Pierre Corday. Came here 330 years ago.
But why is there smoke coming out of the factories now?
500 of them. And we sat down at the machines and started working, and Pierre Corday brought women for him to mate with, and my kin was with them. And the machines started turning.
But the factories, they're still working. Why?
Listen, you wanted me to tell you, so listen. Listen to the rest. 330 years ago, and each had his own bit of work at the machines. One to press a lever here, and the other to turn a screw here. Same work hour after hour, day after day. The months went by, and the profits kept on coming in. But some of them began to get tired of it, tired of the machines. Fools they were from the start. Pierre Corday picked them that way. Still, they got tired. They wanted to get back to the change in life of the rest of the world. Give us hunger, they said, but give us change. They said that, aye. But they didn't get what they wanted.
Then why didn't they go away?
Where? To drown in the sea? Some did.
Then why didn't they rebel?
Aye, and some did that. And died for the trying.
Died?
Aye. They say that of the 500 men who came here at the end of 2 years, half of them had fattened the sharks in the harbor.
It isn't possible.
Aye, it all isn't possible. An island in the middle of nowhere with spinning machines and men at them. None of it's possible. But here it is. 330 years old and still the same as it was.
Tell me, you mean in those factories that... What?
What?
People. Marching. Who are they?
10th generation of them Pierre Corday brought and kept here.
The way they walk. Heads down. Arms hanging. Men like... My grandfather. Take me to him.
Take you to him.
Yes, take me to my grandfather.
Grandfather's dead.
Dead.
The island and they belong to you. Believe?
His grave is so new.
2 weeks. I buried him myself.
Did he send for me before he...
No, it was me.
You?
Me. I knew that you were the last one of them left, and I wanted you here.
But why?
I said it, didn't I? You're the last Corday. 330 years, and you're the last.
Why is the factory working so late?
It's the second shift. There are 2 a day.
All night?
Aye.
But why?
Been that way for 330 years.
It's not true, none of it.
No?
I won't listen to you anymore.
Wait. Wait. Where are you going, girl?
Down there.
You can't go there now.
I'm going to the factory. Talk to them. Find out the truth.
All right. Find out for yourself. I want you to do that. Aye. Talk to them. Talk to them.
Row on row of men and women and children.
Aye, find out the children. The more hands, the more production. That was the law of the Cordays, the law of the island.
Their faces empty.
Machines do the thinking.
But they sit so quietly, not talking, none of them. Williams, why is this? Crouching over their tools like animals. Are they always like this?
When the whistles blow, they eat. When it blows again, they march back to the barracks behind the factory.
Barracks?
Aye, barracks, kennels, name it what you want. That's where they live. Live until after 12 hours, the whistle calls them back to work.
But the children...
I told you the children do like the rest. They work as soon as they can walk. It's been the law of the Cordays for over 300 years without change. It's the only law they know. Look at this worker, Miss Corday. Look at him, I tell you.
What's he making?
Look at his face. Lovely thing, ain't it? And his blood is the same as their blood, mixed together all through the factory. Look at them, Miss Corday. Yours, I tell you. Yours, all yours. Sit here at the machines until the flesh rots in their bones and they drop in their places. You inherit them, 1,000 of them. Ain't you proud of your inheritance?
What is he making?
What's it matter what they're making? The things they're making ain't been shipped from this island in 100 years.
What?
Aye, for 100 years they've been at the machines, but it's like a dog chasing his tail without beginning and end. What comes out of the last machine's brought back to the first machine and broken up and started all over again.
Why don't they stop?
Stop. How can you stop a rhythm that's been in the blood for 10 generations?
Why don't they talk?
I'm scared now, Miss Carter.
They'll talk to me. Of course they will. This one. I beg your pardon. Would you stop work a moment and talk to me? I said, would you stop work a moment and talk to me? Williams, doesn't he hear me?
He did.
Then why doesn't he even turn his head?
Not him. Not any of them.
I don't believe you. This woman, she'll... Lady, would you please stop work and talk to me?
Scared to look at him.
Lady, talk to me. I'm Dale Corday.
I scared all right.
I insist that you talk to me. Doesn't answer.
I told you, not while they work. Oh, your family bred them right.
Bred?
Yes, like you breed dogs the way you want them. Yes, for 330 years, bred to sit and work and no nonsense. Never to talk up to the right, just sit and work the way they're told. You stand there looking at me and you don't believe me, do you? Well, try to get him to stop work. Try to get him to say something to you. Try to get him to act like human beings. Well, they're not human beings. They're workers. Yes, workers for the family of Corday. And what are you going to do about it?
Don't be afraid of me.
Who? You.
I'm Dale Corday.
Corday. What?
Please don't tremble. What's your name?
Yosa.
Joseph what?
Yosa.
Do you like it here?
Like work here. No complaints. Like work here. No complaints.
No, stop. They taught you that very well, didn't they?
Like work here. No complaints.
Wouldn't you like to leave this place? Sail away across the sea?
Like work here. No complaints.
Don't keep saying that. You don't understand what you say, do you? Look at me. Lift your face. Wouldn't you like to leave the factory and do what you please?
Like work here.
You've got to understand. You've got to talk to me. Well, you're the only one I see that has anything in his face. Oh, Joseph, look at me. No, don't hang your head. Look at me. I'm your friend. I want to know about you. Don't be afraid. Talk to me. That pretty flower in your hair, what is it? The flower, what's it called? What's its name?
You forget.
It's very pretty. What do you do in the factory, Joseph? What is your work?
Like work here. No complaints.
Yes. Would you like to take a walk with me?
Walk?
Yes, through the valley and show me the flowers.
No walk.
Why not?
We're so close soon. Walk begin.
You don't have to work if you don't want to. Come on.
No, we're so blow soon.
But I tell you it's all right. You don't have to
No,
go.
I go.
But I want you to stay here. You will stay here.
No, let you go.
You'll stay here and talk to me. You'll stay. I'm only trying to help you. It's so... Look out!
Too late.
Well, now you'd believe I told you what would happen.
He bit me. Like an animal.
When the whistle blows, they go to work. It's in their blood.
In their blood. I've had enough of that talk.
And what are you going to do about it?
Close the factory.
What?
Yes, close them, lock them, shut them out. You say the rhythm of the factory's in their blood. All right, I'll stop it. You hear me, Williams? You'll close the factory tonight. Well?
Well, it's done.
Good. Tomorrow you'll start me back to the mainland. I'll make arrangements to get those people off of here.
Will you now?
You're breathing so heavily.
As soon as I locked the doors, I ran back all the way.
Why?
I wanted to see your face.
What?
I wanted to see your face after the whistle blows.
Whistle?
Aye, it'll blow just as always.
But I told you that...
And I did. I locked the factory, shut the big doors, and threw the bolts, but the whistles at the powerhouse, and some of them are always there. Aye, the whistle will blow and they'll march to work.
But they won't get in.
Aye, here they come.
They'll start me to the mainland very early tomorrow, William.
It's a long way.
I know it. But it's got to be done.
Too long a way.
Fuel the sail. Tonight I'm putting an end to their marching. Tomorrow I'll... What's that? Williams, don't you hear it?
Aye, I hear it.
It's from the factory.
Aye,
As if they were breaking down the doors.
aye.
Yes, that's what they're doing. Williams, don't stand there. Go and stop them. Tell them the factory's closed forever. Tell them it's ended.
Go tell them yourself. They've broken in, gone back to work.
People, stop working and listen to me. Stop working, I tell you. I've got to talk to you. I've got to tell you important things. A little while ago, you broke down the door, but that was because you didn't understand what I was trying to do. And now I want to tell you, so listen to me. My name is Corday, and this factory and island and everything on it is my inheritance. And I want to close this factory because I want to help you. Help you to begin to live like human beings. Living means books to be read full of new excitements and understanding, and wonderful music to be played and listened to,
the enjoyment of your homes and conversation and friendship. But now you're not listening to me. None of you. People, listen. Why won't you come away from your machine? Why won't you stop them? I want to help you. Listen to me, please. Just listen to me. Listen to me. All right, then. You'll listen to this. I'm going to burn the factory down. You hear me? If that's the only way to stop you, I'm going to burn it down. Burn it! Burn it! Burn it! Burn it! Burn it! Burn it!
Good sea this morning for sailing.
You do everything about it.
Aye.
Is there only some way to communicate to the mainland without going there?
There's none.
What time is it?
Almost 7.
When we go in the tide change?
Aye. Wind's freshening.
Listen on the wind. You hear us?
I hear.
What?
What do you think? It's them.
For 2 days. Never even going home.
I heard you say you'd burn it and they're afraid.
Afraid I'd burn their cage until they stay there watching. Watching. One shift works, the other watches.
That's how it is. But not their cage alone, Miss Corday.
What do you mean?
I mean, it's yours.
What?
One boat on the island. This. And in a couple of minutes more, it won't be here.
What are you talking about? You and I are going...
I'm sure you haven't got it straight, Miss Corday. Going, yes, but only me.
I've wanted to ask you this for days now. Why are you always trying to frighten me?
I've done it.
Turning you best the tide
Eh?
to go.
Yes, I scared you now, haven't I? Say it. Say it. You don't have to. It's in your eyes. Thought of being left here with them year after year, nothing but them. It's enough to turn the inside of your white, ain't it? Why do you think I sent for you? I'll tell you not till you're quicker than I'm off to sea. I sent for you because I'm a man born different from all the rest that were here. 3 kinds, workers, servants, and you, Cordays. Well, servant I was, but in the borning of me a piece of hate got in my heart, and it kept growing through the years. I mean, it's more than I am. A hate for a name and the sound of the name and those that have it, Corday. Well... You're the last of them, and here you stay with the sound of them and the sound of the factory grinding in your ears until you're as old as I am. And I hate the Pierre Corday and the rest of his kind is as old as mine is. This is your inheritance. An island and a factory and 1,000 perfect workmen who never want anything for themselves except the bit of food they grow. Who sit at your machines until they rot and die. Perfect inheritance for a Corday. I'll leave it all for you until you rot and die.
William. William, come back. You don't understand these people. I want to... William. You cry. Me. Joe.
Joe.
Me. Dad.
Dad. What do you...
We're so slow. Me no work.
Why?
Me want show you flower.
Oh, my dear.
You cry.
No. No, I'm not crying. There isn't time. I've so much to tell you. You first, and then the others. One by one.
You talk.
First, I want to tell you freedom. Say it. Freedom.
Freedom.
300 years ago, my people and your people gave it up. My people wanted profit, but they lost their freedom to the machinery they set up to give them their profit. Your people wanted the security of a bare existence, and so too gave up their right to remember the machine as profit. But now we've got to win that freedom back again for all of us.
Freedom.
Come, we'll go to them. I've so much to try and tell you. Things that I understand now. That freedom is the essence of the good life for all men.
And that security without freedom is a sham that turns men into regiments of less than men. I've so much to tell you. So much.
It is later than you think.
Arch Oboler's lights out, everybody. It is later than you think.
This is Arch Obler bringing you another in our series of stories of the unusual. And once again we caution you, these lights-out stories are definitely not for the timid soul. So we tell you calmly and very sincerely, if you frighten easily, turn off your radio now. November of 1939. Astronomically, that isn't even a blink in the eye of the universe, but it's a very long time measured in the length of our own very ephemeral lives. On that day, I aired our next story. Remember that date, 1939. A lot of heartbeats before we went to war against the madness of Adolf Hitler and his friend Benito. Listen to Bathysphere.
The sea is very quiet.
Yes, Your Excellency.
Will it be very quiet under the water?
No motion, Your Excellency.
And so it'll all be very amusing.
I hope so, sir. The captain ought to have everything ready by now, sir. If you'll excuse me now, Your Excellency, I'll go see.
No, just a moment, Doctor.
Yes, Your Excellency.
You're much too impatient, my dear young friend. One of the great joys of an experience is to savor it before it happens. Yes, stay and talk to me.
As you say, Your Excellency.
How far under will we have to go to break the record?
Over half a mile.
How far's the bottom?
Just over the record now.
Deeper than any man's ever gone. It'll all be very amusing. Suddenly the wind's changed.
Always at this hour of the day, Your Excellency. It's time to go.
I assure you that the sea will wait for us.
But I am the softer.
Don't think so much, my young friend. Thinking is an unnecessary pastime. The emotions are much more dependable. My thoughts tell me that this little excursion under the sea will be quite precarious. On the other hand, my emotions tell me that it will be most interesting and amusing.
Your Excellency, we are ready.
Now, Captain, you too are impatient, huh?
I don't know what you mean. That is to say...
No, don't splutter. Now, come ahead, my young and impatient friend. We'll go aboard your diving bell and begin our little adventure. Come.
Attention! You see, Your Excellency, we are quite ready.
Well, Doctor, is everything to your satisfaction?
Did you put in an extra oxygen tank, Captain?
Yes, sir. Everything just as you said, Doctor.
Telephone communication been tested?
20 times.
Third flight?
I assure you everything has been tested, Doctor.
The winds go smoothly now.
Why, yes, I believe...
I don't want you to believe. I want you to know.
But I assure you...
Go and test it at once.
Yes, Doctor. At once, Doctor.
All right, men. Test number one. Aye, sir. Test number one.
Well, your thoroughness is most commendable, Doctor.
We are going half a mile below the sea, sir. Nothing can be left to chance. The pressures down there are almost beyond imagination.
Yes, I know.
Particularly on this dive, everything must be protection.
You mean the record?
I mean, Your Excellency, that your life is precious to the state.
Yes. The press of the world has known me only as a record breaker in the world of what they so quaintly term power politics. By nightfall, they'll herald me as a record breaker in the world of science, eh, Doctor?
If all goes well, Your Excellency.
Yes. You have doubts?
No one can predict the ways of the sea.
What are you talking about? It will be quite apart from the sea inside of this steel ball, this bathysphere. Oxygen to breathe, telephones with which to communicate, lights with which to see. Why should there be any question?
Question of the human factor, Your Excellency.
You're as cautious as they said. I like that. I, too, am a cautious man. Oh, yes, indeed. My success has been based upon determining that the unpredictable cannot occur before I, shall I say, embark upon my bold adventure. I'm talking quite frankly with you, eh, Doctor? Well, it pleases me to do so. For a few hours, we'll be locked up in that steel ball. There's no reason you shouldn't know a little about your leader, is there?
You honor me, sir.
For example, I know beyond the shadow of a doubt the steel cable which will drop us down beneath the ocean has strength enough to hold 50 such steel spheres as the one we'll be in. I know, too, that you have made, let me think, you've made 30 such descents towards the floor of the ocean without the slightest misadventure. The men on this cruiser, they are specially trained for the work. And with my life in their hands, I'm sure they'll be particularly careful on this descent. Eh, Doctor?
There is no doubt of it, sir.
All ready now, sir?
Shall we go now, Your Excellency?
Yes, of course, of course.
Careful, Your Excellency. The deck is quite wet here.
Well, thank you, Captain. Very thoughtful.
Thank you, sir. And gun!
No formalities. Let the men go about their business so we can get started.
Yes, Your Excellency. At your work, men.
Would you like to get into the bathysphere first, Your Excellency?
No, after you. Quite a small doorway, isn't it? How fortunate we're both small, lean men, Doctor. Lean men. Caesar once said something about that sort.
Mm-hmm. I don't know much about that sort of thing, sir.
No, I didn't imagine, sir. Get in, Doctor. I'll follow you.
Yes, sir.
Head first into the steel wall. Quite without dignity, eh, Captain?
Shall I help you, sir?
No, I'll make it all right. You ready for me, Doctor?
Come ahead, sir. And careful of the bolt end, sir.
Careful. That's out there.
You're all right, sir?
Yes, of course I am. Well, what are we waiting for?
Captain.
Aye, sir.
Close her up.
Aye, sir.
Your ears. Cover your ears.
Huh?
The bolts and wing bolts that hold the door shut, they have to be tightened by hammering with a sledge. Cover your ears.
But what an infernal din. Open very other way.
Hammering is the only definite guarantee of a watertight seal.
My ears.
All well in there, sir?
What's that?
A voice for the telephone, sir. They'll communicate with us from the deck every 3 minutes. If one of us doesn't answer within half a minute, the orders are to pull us up.
And take some safe precaution. Yes, indeed.
All well in there, Doctor?
All well.
They're moving.
Yes. Lifting us out to the end of the boom, and then down we go. Look, sir, you can see the deck down there through the windows.
Glass and clear.
Clearest in the world. Quartz glass to stand the pressure.
Letting us down in the water, aren't they?
Yes, sir, in a moment.
We're under.
Yes, I turn the oxygen higher.
Light. So green.
Yes. Soon it will be blue. Then a darker blue until around 2,000 feet will be in darkness. Goes beyond dark. Complete, eternal night.
Eternal night under the water. How amusing.
All well down there, sir?
All well.
How far down are we?
About 1,100 feet.
hard to believe it.
There was almost a quarter of a mile of water crushing down upon us.
The word crushing is most inappropriate at this time, my young friend.
My apologies, Your Excellency.
I've been watching the water. You said it would be at night. It isn't black, it's blue. Strangest blue.
A few more 100 feet and there will be no more color in the water.
The light out there. What?
I can't quite make it out, sir. Perhaps some sort of a luminous plankton.
It's amusing. The fishes carrying along their own electric plants.
The dark's alive with them, sir. Oh, look, sir.
What?
That small flat fish. You see? Even his teeth gleam with the luminous mucus. I've caught that sort in the trawls. They can eat organisms as large as they are. Wait, I'll turn on the searchlight and see.
No, mind. I didn't come on to see out any interest in those bits of fish.
As you say, sir.
They'll light up like a train in the dark. Oh, but the portholes of a boat be a more appropriate figure of speech. Well, seen one, seen them all.
All well down there, sir?
All well.
How far down now? Ask him.
How far?
1,350 feet.
Right.
You make good time, huh?
Yes, sir. They lowered us very quickly.
A 6-foot ball containing a very earnest young man and the leader of the state. Headed for... What should we say, Doctor?
A new record.
Is that as far as your imagination carries you?
At the moment, I cannot say, Your Excellency.
Well, perhaps when we reach the end of the cable, we'll discuss life and death very profoundly, eh, my friend? Philosophy under the sea.
All well down there, sir?
All well.
2,200 feet.
Right.
How much further?
We've 4,000 feet of cable.
You were right. There's darkness out there now that's darker than any night man has ever seen. It's amusing.
All well down there, sir?
All well.
2,800 feet, sir.
Right. Your Excellency.
Yes.
In 10 or 11 minutes, we will have broken the record. You keep your eyes so close to that window. Might I ask why?
I thought I saw something out there.
What?
Something huge. It gave off a pale green light and then moved on so quickly I'm not quite sure.
I'll turn on the switch.
No. No, this infernal darkness amuses me. Tell me, Doctor, in your other trip, have you seen anything out there? Say, you know what I mean.
Yes, sir. Several times.
Where?
Shadowy, indistinct. I couldn't say what.
Can't you guess?
I have no idea.
All well down there, sir?
Oh, tell him yes, and stop annoying us.
All well, and
Captain's
grandfather...
compliments, sir. You've reached 3,028 feet, sir.
That was Phoebe's ring.
Huh?
The old one.
3,030,
Broken it.
3,100,
Doctor, that's quite enough.
3,150,
Doctor, did you hear me? Broken the record on a few feet to spare. Order them to hold us out.
3,200.
Doctor, you out of your head. I gave you orders. Have them pull us up. I've had enough of this. I tell you that I... What happened?
Happened? We just landed at the bottom of the sea, Sentinel.
Why did you ignore my orders? I said to go up. What are you doing now? What was that lever that you threw? Answer me.
Yes, I'll answer.
Haven't you forgotten something, Doctor?
What?
To say, sir, Your Excellency.
Excellency? Here at the bottom of the sea?
What happened to you? All of a sudden you... Now, the excitement of creating a new record, a little too much for you, eh, my young friend? Well, it's understandable. Now, signal the ship when heaven draws up. Your little adventure is over. Didn't you hear me? I said signal the ship.
How?
You're out of your mind completely. Telephone them. At once, you hear me?
Telephone consists of a carbon transmitter, receiver, actuating battery, and connecting wire. We have no telephone.
Get to one side. Hello. Hello up there. Hello. Hello, answer me. Hello. Hello, blast you, answer me. Hello. They don't.
The wire is formed. Would you know how to fix it, Your Excellency?
Huh? I see. Happened when we bumped on the bottom, didn't it? Well, can't you fix it?
I can, but I won't, Your Excellency.
What is this?
It's taken you a great number of moments longer than I expected to ask that question. You notice that I've called you Your Excellency a couple of times, but that was the end of that. From now on, I will call you Your Infernal Excellency.
How amusing.
Still amusing.
Yes.
I don't believe it. You think it's some kind of madness on my part, but you'll do something about it.
Not I, you.
I?
You have an emergency way of signaling. Yes, I know you have. You flashed the searchlight on and off 3 times, and the flow of current registers up on deck. And they know it's an emergency. I'll go ahead and do it, and perhaps I'll forget your little... Shall we call it... joke?
I am quite content to sit down here.
Turn on the searchlight. All right, I'll do it myself.
Why waste your time? You've so little of it left.
What do you mean by that?
The searchlight, too, is disconnected.
Why?
There's no need of it. It will be best to die in the dark.
Die?
Yes.
Impossible. I investigated you, your record, your family, your associates. Clearest record in the state. You have no reason in the world to kill me. It's very funny. A young, empty-headed fool killed me. It's very amusing.
You'll be afraid.
Is it possible that you've forgotten the final emergency signal, you fool? Yes, I said signal. The signal was silent. I'll try the telephone schedule, and when we don't answer, they'll pull us up. Disgusting.
It's been more than 3 minutes since the last signal. What you say is true. Why aren't we moving?
We are. For all I know, we are.
Are we?
Darkness, who can tell if there's enough motion?
You know the motion. As quiet as in the storm. Appropriate. And we'll stay here. I know that.
Huh?
That lever up on the roof that I pulled.
Well?
It threw the end of the steel cable free. Yes, severed the cord between ourselves and the ship and the world.
No.
We are here, Your Infernal Excellency. Down here to stay.
No. You lie. I don't believe you. That'll pull us up. The telephone, here. Here, you up there, listen. Get me up. Get me up. You up there, hear me. It's your leader. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. You hear me? Get me out of here. Out of here.
Oxygen left for another hour. And it takes you 10 precious minutes of your precious life to believe. You do believe you're going to die now, don't you?
I'm sure. record of every member of the crew.
And I was one of those who was perfectly harmless.
Yes, you're past. Since a boy trained in the schools of the state. The father an official. Why do you do this to me? Why?
Your ego is so great that even now, knowing you're going to die here with me, you're less concerned with death than you are with knowing wherein you fail.
Why do you do this? You were trained in my school, brought up to think the way you should think. Who up there made you do this thing and why?
It will be a slow death. As slow as the death of my country.
Answer me, who and why?
Your mouth will bite for air. There won't be enough to let you live, and yet there'll be enough so that you won't quite die.
You don't tell me you will.
Your lungs will reach up through your mouth. A breath of air, just another. There won't be another. And as you die, you'll know it.
I want to know one thing. Why do you do this?
Why? Yes, I'll give you your why. You trained me in your school. And from morning to night, what went into my head was only what you decreed was right and proper for a good citizen of your eternal state to know. Yes, you crammed my head full. But there's one place you and your books and your speeches couldn't reach. My heart.
Your heart?
Yes, heart. You heard me, heart. My head said believe. My heart said no. My head said obey. My heart said no. That's where you made your mistake, you devil. You didn't start in young enough with me. For the heart that was born inside of me has brought you here to die.
I don't understand.
Wait, I'll turn a little more oxygen on. That'll give me a little more strength to keep on telling you you're fired. And cut the breaths left for you after I'm finished. What did I say? Yes, that you didn't condition me quite well enough. Should have started with the embryo. Or somewhere along the line, a little humanity got inside of me that cried out against what you were doing. It grew and grew until it said you had to die. And you will die. Yes, here in the black under the sea. And the old roll drum for you, march for you. End it here. What have you to say to that?
You.
Fool, is that all you answer?
Yes, fool.
You think I'm a fool to die here with you? You call me a fool when I know that ending here I give a new beginning to those up there.
Yes, such a fool.
Oh, stop saying that. They won't say it back in the cities when they know that they're free.
You fool, you think the freeing them of me will make them free?
Yes, of course it will.
I call you fool again. How do you think I became the head of the state? Through my great wisdom? I'm really not too wise. Through my great courage? No man has courage of that sort to stand up single-handed against the bullets of the men and the entrenched powers. And how did I do it?
With lies and ruthlessness and cruelty, I know.
You don't know a thing. You saw the end result surrounded by pomp and circumstance, and you couldn't even me. I know I'm going to die. A man is expected to die as long as I have. The actuality isn't quite as frightening as you might think. I am going to die, and I'll have the one small satisfaction of showing you that you're an empty-headed fool.
Stop saying that!
Oh, you too have an ego. Apparently it lived for weeks on how you'd make me plead and beg and squirm down on my knees. I had a few moments of hysteria, didn't I? Like this. Just like this. I sitting in the dark, so calmly telling you that you're a fool.
I haven't failed. You're here.
You failed because if you're killing me and yourself to give them back their freedom, whatever that word means, you're dying quite in vain.
You're saying that because you think...
No, don't talk. Listen to me. I'll tell you where you failed. I came into power not alone through my own strength, because the conditions of our country were such that other men sitting on their wealth came to the decision that I alone could keep them there.
But it was you...
I tell you, listen. When an ancient rule of privilege is threatened, it seeks to live no matter what the cost. The cost to them was me, and they found me worth it. For I threw to the mass none of the wealth I'd worked to build, but only fighting phrases of prejudice and hate, which cost the men who made me nothing but the rent of the halls for the simple to hear my opiates. So I call you fool. Fool to die and fool to kill me. The conditions that made me will still exist when I'm dead. You free them of me. What of hunger? What of ruthless exploitation? These will still be free up there, with hate and desperation and demand. So the ones who gave me power will find a new leader who will stop their own rebellion with all the tricks that I taught. A new leader, you hear? discovering he's a fool.
They will be free. They will.
What magic do you think will come into the air when I'm dead? Will men forget their greed and say, "We've quite enough. That's enough for everyone. Let each share according to his needs." No. With me or without me, the game will be played just as it always has been played. So you're a fool and die like one.
Well, what could I have done? I had to do something.
I'll tell you what you could have done. You could have done the one thing that would have in time helped destroy not only me, but those who made me. You could have gone to the people. Yes, walked among them, worked among them. And at every chance whispered them the things I kept from them. The news would have been around your neck every time you opened up your mouth. And yet, in that talk of liberty and freedom and common decency and all the rest of that sort of thing, there'd been far more meaning in this futile murdering of me. I've had them hunted down and shot, each of those who dared to whisper among the people. But as they died, I didn't call them fools, because I knew that they were wise. That only through the will to live and do of the great bludgeoning mass of their people was their hope of making that new world exist. Well, I bothered talking. Yes, Baker. Tired. Hand me something heavy, fool.
Why?
Why? More explanations? All right, the last one. You think I'm going to sit here and wait and count my every breath until the dark's crawling with horrors and I'm crawling... No. I'll end it now, quickly. Yes, faster than a bullet shot. Give me something heavy, I tell you. I'll smash the glass. The water, tons of it, smashing in. I'll be dead, faster than the thought and never ended. Give me something to smash the glass or I'll...
Yes, sir. All well down there, sir?
Telephone.
All well. Take us up.
We're moving. There's water on the glass. We're moving. Doctor, the cable.
I lied.
But all this time, why?
My orders to the crew were to leave us alone on the bottom as soon as the slackening of the wire showed them we'd hit the bottom.
Telephone.
I reconnected them.
Then, you didn't really mean to kill me.
Kill you? Yes, I did. I had it all planned out. Tell you what I told you, and then you'd go quite crazy with fear. And after that, I killed you.
2,900 feet. All well down there, sir?
All well.
And yet you
The lights of the creature out there. Blinking of stars on a cold night.
Why didn't you kill me? I want to know.
What would have been the good of it? A fool and a figurehead die together. No good of it.
So you believe me?
Even a fool can understand futility.
Water's getting lighter. Soon we'll be back. Up there. It'll be very strange at first.
I don't much care now, yet I'll ask. What happens to me?
You? I told you many things down there, didn't I? Yes, too many things. A man in doubt as I was talks too much. And since you of necessity heard what I said, when we get there, I will probably have you shot. The victim sentences his murderer. It will be most amusing.
Arch Obler's Lights Out, everybody. It is later than you think. This is Arch Obler bringing you another in our series of stories of the unusual. And once again we caution you, these lights out stories are definitely not for the timid soul. So we tell you calmly and very sincerely, if you frighten easily, turn off your radio now. Listen to me now, a few light years and generations ago, as I introduce to a very patient lights out audience my peculiar play, Special to Hollywood. Most of you have heard of the new style Hollywood premiere where airplanes full of Hollywood celebrities fly to some town for the first showing of their new picture. The stars in the movie are displayed in a furious burst of glory, and then they rush back to Hollywood again to start their next super epic. Well, tonight let's tell you about the road back from one of these premiere excursions. In this particular case, a most unusual road.
The scene? A transport airplane moving through the sky at high speed. A very pompous-looking individual stands talking to the pilot.
Now, look here, pilot. Can't you make this thing go faster?
Sorry, what'd you say?
Take those infernal earphones or whatever they are off your head and listen to me. I said, can't you make this thing go faster?
150 miles an hour isn't exactly walking, mister.
Now, don't get impertinent. I chartered this special plane for speed, you understand? Speed, not to just go dawdling along through air.
I'll tell him about it when he comes in.
Now, look here. Do you realize who you're talking to?
Look here, mister. I'll be the first to admit you're a big shot,
Oh,
but when you're bucking a 50-mile wind and still making 150 miles an hour, believe me, that's pretty good.
Why, you...
Now, why don't you go back in the cabin and sit down and enjoy yourself like a good fella?
Now, look here. You can't tell me what to do. You can't...
Mark, come here. Mark, I'm talking to you.
Coming, darling, coming.
Well, for Pete's sake, Mark, where have you been? Do I have to spit along every time I want to talk to you?
All right, darling, all right. I'm here.
You tell him to hurry up?
Yes, everything's taken care of.
Yeah, that's what you said.
MC-19 calling Glendale. MC-19 calling Glendale.
Well,
Hello, Joe. How is it?
I don't know why I went on this trip anyway.
Yeah?
Good publicity.
Well, the farmers like it.
I could sit in my own backyard and get all the publicity I
Oh,
want.
yeah, everything's normal here.
Don't
Listen.
loan a darling me. Just tell me, where can I get a drink? Well, what are you good for anyway?
Now,
Yeah.
look here, if
No,
not for me,
that's
where
only
would
two
you
of
be?
them.
Yeah, you
When the
tell
third
me.
guy
Well,
starts
everybody
in,
in
boy.
Hollywood knows.
Everybody? Who's everybody?
Okay, tell them to get the studio brass band ready. We'll be setting down in a couple hours. Okay. MC-19 signing off.
You heard what I said. How many times do I have to say it? You heard me the first time. If not for me being in it, that picture would stink so loud, the only way anyone could go see it would be with one of those gas things on their face.
Oh, but darling, be reasonable. Any picture that nets $300,000 the first week...
Because I'm in it, that's why. Because I am in it. Isn't that right, Bob?
Huh? What'd you say?
Oh, for Pete's sake, take your nose out of that racing form and listen to me, will you?
Oh, listen to yourself, beautiful. I'm busy.
Mark, you tell me, how long do I have to put up with this lily imitation of a louse?
Now, Lona,
Oh,
darling...
it's all right, Mark. It's all right. I can take it. $1,000 a week.
Mark, are you going to let him talk to me like that?
Well, he hasn't said anything.
He's reading my mind.
Why, you two-bit little four-flusher, let me
What
tell
do you mean, four-flusher? Why, if not for me shoving your name in every newspaper in the country, you'd be back in that laundry.
Mark! Mark, did you hear that?
Now, Bob, watch yourself. After
You
all...
keep out of this.
Fire him, Mark!
Yeah, sure, fire me. Go on. So I'll go to work for Warner's
Fire
tomorrow.
him, Mark.
Yeah, fire me. Then
Oh.
I'll have some decent pictures to go to town.
Throw
instead
him
of
out.
this baby turkey.
Turkey?
Now, Bob, don't go too far. After all...
Did you hear him? My picture's turkey. $300,000 the first week.
Why? Ask me why. Exploitation, that's it. Why, without my publicity, you wouldn't be back in that laundry. You'd be in it.
Why, you little squirt, you! I'll scratch your eyes out.
You lay a hand on me and I'll slap you down to hell.
Mark! Mark, do something.
Huh? Oh, you're fired. You hear me, Bob? Fired. Why, you big bag of wind. Who do you think you're fired?
Mark, throw him out.
Why, I'll go to JB tomorrow. I'll have him cut your heart out. Fired, I tell you.
Out on
you're
your
not
ears.
a producer.
What?
You're a fugitive from that laundry that she used to work.
Mark, have him blacklisted. You can do it.
Metro
Force
Bandit
him.
Wanger. I can walk into a dozen jobs tomorrow morning. I'll run you out of Hollywood.
You'll starve to death and I'll kick you in the face. You won't get another job in Hollywood if I have to.
That crazy pilot. What's he doing?
Well, tell him to stop.
Crazy fool climbing like that?
Well, don't just stand there. Go on, give him the devil.
Well, all right, I'm going. All right. Hey, you, pilot, you crazy?
All right. As it climbs, storm ahead.
Well, who cares about the storm? You get us home, do you understand?
Okay, you're paying for it. Here, message for you. Came over the radio.
Oh, all right. Hand it over.
What is it, Mark, for me?
No, me. Yeah, me. What's up, huh?
Mark, what's the matter with you? Mouth open like a fish. Read it.
It says that John Webster killed himself.
Hey.
You're kidding.
No. See for yourself.
John Webster, young novelist, committed suicide, 1 p.m.
I never thought he'd do it.
I didn't either. Killing himself just because we changed him.
You laughing?
Sure, why not?
Now, Lona, darling, after all...
After all what? 2 wise guys, and neither one of you's got as many brains as the left side of my Pekingese.
What? Okay, let's have it.
You, the great Mr. Crane, the publicity wonder
Cut
boy.
the needles, will you, and let's have it.
Yes, Lona, what are you getting at?
So he's dead. So instead of looking down your noses, you two ought to be standing on your heads.
What? Oh, she's not.
Oh, am I? The picture getting national release this week, and a sap who writes the words blows his brains out, and I'm supposed to cry, huh?
Say, I get it.
Call out the Marines.
Lona, you mean that now he can't bother us with an injunction?
Well, who's thinking about injunctions? He couldn't stop the picture anyway. You said yourself he signed away all the rights.
Then what?
Oh, Bob, you tell him.
Oh, it's terrific. Mark, don't you get it?
Huh?
So we had the premiere in Chicago. So all right, it's done.
Don't you start in that again.
Okay, it wasn't your fault. The director was no good. The film was no good. The cutters got the story loused up. The critics all had bellyaches. What's the difference? What the reason was? The picture was a flopperoo. It laid eggs all the way up and down State Street.
Get to the point.
I passed it already.
Huh?
Don't you get it, Mark? The author of the novel we made the film out of blows his top. Why? Ask me why.
I don't have to ask you. The kid told me yesterday right in the hotel. Ruined his life work, he said.
Yeah, that's what he said. But that won't be what I'll say.
Huh? Well, who did you...
Oh, for Pete's sake, Mark, shut your mouth and listen to the guy. For the first time in a year, he's got a good idea. My idea.
That's what you think. Now listen, Mark. With this angle, we can turn the picture into a gold mine.
Say it.
I'll say it. The reason that crazy kid killed himself was because the picture was so terrific. He was done. Finished.
Yeah, his life work comes to life on the silver screen, so the boy genius bows out. Don't you get it?
But that isn't true.
Oh, for the love
I mean, who'll believe you? It's crazy.
Will you listen to the guy, Lona? Crazy.
Sure, crazy. A story like that, no newspaper will believe it.
Oh, won't they? How about if you have a letter the kid wrote you just before he, did it?
Hey, that's all right.
But he didn't write me any such letter.
Oh, Lona, you tell.
Look, Mark, what are you trying to do? Give an imitation of Dopey?
Huh?
Did the savvy kid have to write a letter? Aren't there plenty of guys you got at the studio who write you a letter like that for $10?
Yeah, and give you change for $5.
Aren't there?
Oh, he's right. Why, the kid's bumping himself off so natural.
And who thought of it first? You tell me.
Storm, what kind of screwy pilot we got?
Oh, Mark, don't just stand there. Do something.
Huh? Oh, all right. I'll talk to you.
Bob, so dark. The light.
Well, I can't find the switch. Oh, there.
Mark, tell him to get us out of this.
Gee, it is dark out there.
You two fatheads. I told you I didn't want to go to Chicago. Mark, tell him to get us out of this storm. Mark, can you hear me? Mark!
I'll go.
No, don't leave.
Listen, we're climbing.
Climbing, so what does that mean?
He's taking us up above the storm.
Oh, why doesn't he hurry? I hate thunder. Mark!
All right, darling, it's all right.
Oh, what's all right? What?
He's getting us up over the top of the storm.
Yeah, like I told you.
Oh, why did the buzzard get us into this storm in the first place? Mark, if you don't get him fired out...
There we are, in the light again.
Yeah, look at those clouds down there.
Oh, who cares? Oh, what a difference, can't you?
We'll be home soon.
You can't even see the ground. It's like a carpet. Yeah?
Will you shut up? Who cares about clouds?
Listen, Toots and Fritz, who's talking to you?
Mark, did you hear what he said to me?
No, don't start again, the two of you. I've had all I can stand these 3 days.
You've had? Will you listen to the guy? Who was pulled and pushed around from everyone from the Cicero fan club #1 to those slop-eared exhibitors to those lousy reporters?
Hey, wait a minute.
Huh?
What's the matter? I got an idea. Now, listen, that screwy officer. When we land, I'll have a wire set. I'll have the body sent to the coast and bury him at the studio's expense. Huh? Yeah, sort of a state funeral for the author of Lorna Douglas's greatest feat.
That's all right.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe they won't.
Who won't? The kid didn't have anybody, so we'll do the honors. See? Special car all across the country. Make every news service in the world.
Oh, I don't know. Morbid. You know, morbid. I don't know.
That's the trouble. You don't know. The first good idea this Lily's had.
Now, wait a minute.
And you
Cut
start
this,
getting artistic or something. Now, let me tell you. Hey, what's the matter with you? Hey, Mark, I'm talking to you.
Listen. Bob, you...
What's the matter with you two? Huh?
The engine, it stopped.
So what? We're landing. What's the matter with you two stats? Shut off the engine because we're landing.
No.
Pilot, what's the matter? Pilot, what's happened?
I don't.
What is it? What's happened?
What is this? Mark, what did he chase off for? What's the matter? We are landing, aren't we? Well, what did he get so excited about?
The engine stopped.
Hey, will you stop saying that? So what?
We're not due in for an hour yet.
Something's wrong. Pilot, what's the matter? Pilot.
Lorna, wait! Lorna!
What's the big idea? Well, what kind of a pilot are you?
Now, let me talk to you. Listen, you what's the matter? Shut up, I say, shut up!
We're not landing. See, we're not landing.
But the engine...
Yeah, they stopped. We must be landing.
Of course
We
we
have
must
to
be
be
landing. What are you
landing
trying to
at
tell
the
us?
Blast you, shut up!
You can't talk to her that way.
Stop it.
Yeah, who do you think you're talking
Fools,
to?
will you shut up? Now look. Look, I tell you.
That's what?
The indicator, airspeed indicator. Huh? We're not falling.
Mark, what's he saying?
Listen, I'm telling you, we're not falling. Engine's dead and we're not falling. When you're looking at me like that, well, don't you understand? We're hanging. Just hanging in the air.
Hanging. Air.
You dirty face buzzard. What are you trying to pull? What are you trying to pull?
Dead. Hanging in there.
Hanging. Air.
Listen, the three of you. I've been around. They pulled all kinds of fancy tricks on me. Well, if this is a gag, I don't like it. Do you hear me? I don't like it. Now get me down out of here. Bob.
Come on, back in the cabin. Let us sit down. So Markham, you too.
Bob,
He'll be all right. Come on.
this is a gag, isn't it? Tell me, isn't it? We're moving. Oh, we've got to be moving. Oh, blast you, Tom!
Lady, my arm. Cut it out, will you?
Well, then tell me what's happening. What? Bob passed out. Mark looking like his mouth. You've got to tell me. We are moving, are we?
No.
You liar. You dirty liar. We are. We are.
Stop it. Look. Down there.
You dirty liar. Trying to scare me.
Look. See on the clouds down there? Our shadows standing still. We're not moving. Get that through your head. We're hanging in space.
All right. Just leave me alone.
Get your head.
Leave me alone, I tell you. You're all sitting around looking at me for it. I passed out all right. You're all just as scared as I am. You know what you are. You, Mark, you're scared. See your face green. Answer me, you're scared, aren't you? Hang in air. There, you see, he's off his nuts. You, Lorna, you're scared too, aren't you?
Why don't you shut up?
Pilot, you're scared green, too, aren't you? Not me alone, you. Answer me, you.
Maybe I'd better shut you up.
I'm scared. I'm scared.
All right, Bob. All right.
I don't want to.
All right now, all right. Don't talk. Bury your head. Yeah, that's right. Pilot. Sam,
Yeah?
what time is it?
5.
The radio?
What's the use? Tried it 100 times. Dead as it is.
We're going to be. Don't listen to what you're talking about, Bob. Just try not to think. Sam,
Yeah?
how long have we been?
An hour.
Only that?
Seems like a million. Watch says only an hour.
Mark. Mark, listen. Mark, I'm talking to you.
Hang in air.
I wish I was like that.
Yeah.
So scared, can't see or hear or think. Look. He's gone to sleep. Oh.
Yeah.
Wore himself out crying. Funny.
Nothing's funny.
But I got funny thoughts in my head.
What?
A minute ago, I was thinking about when I was a kid. You want to hear about when I was a kid?
Why not?
Bob here and all the rest of the publicity guys have written so much junk about me being the only daughter of, poor but respectable small-town people. I almost got to thinking it was true. Yeah, would you believe it? I paid some wise guy over on Sunset Boulevard $1,000 for a coat of arms of the family to hang up in the hall. You know, one of those fancy shields with lions crawling all over it and things. Should have had a couple of beer bottles on it instead of lions. Yeah. You want to know my real name? What's the difference? Beer bottles, yeah. Beer bottles and the smell of the laundry coming up the air shaft and a lot of dirt. That's what I remember from when I was a kid. Sam?
Yeah?
I just wanted to hear you talk. What was I talking about? Oh, no. I was thinking of something funny about when I was a kid. When it was hot at night, I used to lie on my back on the roof. Look at the clouds and make off. I was just sort of hanging in the air. Understand, I want that. I don't know.
Gravity.
What?
Did I say something?
You said gravity. Why?
I was thinking.
What?
Gravity's pulling us down.
Well?
I was thinking of what's pulling us up.
There aren't any answers.
No?
No. No answers. When I was that kid, I found answers. Yeah, how to get along. How to get out of the smell and the dirt. Yeah. It took me a long way. $5,000 a week, 5-year contract, no options. I did all right with my answer. There's one answer I haven't got. Because there isn't any.
Maybe there is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You listen to me. Supposing I listen to you.
I don't know how to talk.
You just go ahead.
For a whole hour, I've been trying to figure things out.
So?
There isn't any real answer. I mean, that adds up like a column of figures on a slide rule when you're trying to figure out the stress on a wing. Nothing like that, but kind of screwy ideas come to me. I talk about it.
Go on.
I'm just a bozo. Ever since I've been able to stand on my own feet, everything's got to be able to add up or it just doesn't mean anything. When I was a kid...
Well,
when I was a kid, I really had the, like you said, the poor but respectable parents. You know, the kind that believed in somebody up there and somebody down below and good and evil and all the rest of it. Funny, Thinking about when you were a kid, me thinking the same thing.
You said you had the answers.
Yeah, like this. I heard the three of you talking all the way from the coast of Chicago and now back again. Talking about nothing but yourselves. Each one of you. Nothing meaning anything but yourselves. If you went like this up here, I know I wouldn't be able to say this, but... Well, why not say it? You making more money in a week than the average guy with a family sweats out his insides for in a year. But instead of the money making you understand anything, it's made you understand less than a blind kid walking in the dark. Everything's for you. The world's just a big movie screen. Everybody in it just there to sit up and look at you. Yeah, I heard. Somebody wrote a book. You bought it, made a picture out of it. Maybe it was an honest book, but you didn't buy it to be honest. You bought it to make dough. So the kid blew his brains out. Even dead, he couldn't get away from you. Yeah. You're going to use his dead body to make you more money. Yeah, dead or alive, nothing means anything to you. There's no world but your screwy world. Everybody all over the world can crawl on the ground, hiding from bombs, can be starved and watch their kids starve and die on barbed wire, fighting for something they don't know much about, and drown in the sea, and it don't mean anything to you. None of it. As long as each of you can hold on to what you've got. Yeah. The three of you acting as if you weren't made of the same flesh and blood as the rest of us. As if making a lot of money and seeing your name in the paper a lot and getting a lot of applause took you right off the earth. Maybe something, somebody, decided you weren't fit for them. You crying? You asked me. I told you.
I was in the picture. The girl got me there. She didn't know how to play the TV. Started to play. Now that was in the picture. This is real, isn't it?
Yeah.
If anybody told me a couple of hours ago that all this, Mark sitting there out of his head, Bob, me sitting here listening to the kind of thing you...
You asked me, I told you.
You told me. It was a lie. About that kid who died. I'm sorry about it. Even thinking about it.
The engine!
We've got it again!
Running a dive, I gotta get it.
Mark, Bob! We're moving again! Mark!
It's all right. Everything's all right.
Oh, my Bob, wake up! Snap out of it, you hear? Everything's all right!
I know my publicity. Seems like this isn't good affair. I'm not arguing with you. All right.
For a screwy thing like this, and be reporting the country, be holding his nose. So screwy, that's all.
Heaven's sake, will you stop talking about it? For the last hour, my head's starting to go around. It's forgotten. Finished. So whatever it was, we'll forget.
On the way. And that pilot, you talk to him?
Sure. He won't talk. He wants to eat, don't he? So he won't talk.
Got everything fixed, huh?
Well, prima donna's talking again.
Now, Lona, you understand. Nobody's going to know about this. Like Bob says, crazy publicity is bad publicity, and this all was crazy, wasn't it?
I'll say. Hey, look, we're over the airport.
Good. Drink. Do I need a drink?
Bathtub full. I'm going to swim in it.
A terrible experience, terrible, but all's well that ends well, eh, Lona? A terrible experience, but now finished. Everything's just the same, eh, Lona? Everything's just the same.
I wonder.
MC-19 coming in. MC-19 coming in. Hello, Joe. Yeah, I had a little trouble a while back. Yeah, engine trouble. Yeah, everything's back to normal now. Yeah, everybody okay. Everything's just the same. I wonder.
It is everybody.
This is a tale they tell of another Christmas. A Christmas 19 years ago. The Great War was over. War-weary soldiers and officers were at last being allowed to rest, to enjoy such recreation as soldiers might find. Leave areas were established in various parts of France, and at intervals, individuals were sent from the stations of their organizations to these areas, there to rest and refresh themselves for a brief period. This story properly begins on Christmas night, 1918. 19 years ago. A leave train was just coming to a halt in the station at Villefranche.
On peut monter à ce compartiment-là, monsieur. Il y a seulement un officier. C'est un Français. C'est première classe, monsieur.
Oh, merci, monsieur. I feel the right of mine. Here you are, mate. Stop.
Ah, merci, monsieur l'anglais. Merci.
I'm not English, you know, chap. Australian. Anzac. Company?
Ah, oui. Vous êtes australien, n'est-ce pas?
Righto. And Merry Christmas, old chap.
Un joyeux Noël, monsieur l'Australien.
Excusez-moi, monsieur, but s'il vous plaît, I would like to venir ici. Oh, blast it, I can't talk the ruddy language.
It is not necessary to speak the blasted language, monsieur, since I speak yours after a fashion.
Oh, beg pardon, old chap. The station master told me you wouldn't mind if I stowed myself in here with you. I hope.
I should be very glad indeed of your company. I am Captain Esme Rochefort de Gascoigne, of the 212th Regiment Artillery, GPS.
I'm Lieutenant Horace Ballantyne, of the Australian Light Horse, sir.
You are welcome, monsieur. May I help you with your baggage?
I'll have it stowed and have a talk. Thank you. There. Oh, going on leave, Captain?
Oui, I am not sure where yet, but c'est la guerre. One never knows where it goes in this war.
Two's right, Bigger. It's jolly good of you to share your compartment, old chap.
I am only too glad. It has been rather a lonely journey so far. I am delighted to have someone to talk to.
First-class compartments are not too easy to copper, either. A bit cushy, this, isn't it?
Not too bad, indeed. You'll pardon me, I know, but I am a bit curious to know how an Australian officer should find his way to Villefranche.
I don't quite know myself, Captain Gascoigne, is it?
Yes. And your name is Ballantyne?
Right.
I must remember.
Well, I was at Gallipoli in the infantry with the Executive, the 3rd Officer Division, you know. Got a bit of a crack in the head, and the first thing I knew, I found myself transferred as town major, a village a few miles east of here. Nothing but Americans in it.
Oh, the Americans. They are good soldiers, eh?
Fair dinkum.
And now you find yourself bound for leave on Christmas night.
Righto, and jolly glad of it.
Where are you going, do you know?
Report to the RTO at Isle of Bain. That's all I know.
You have the same difficulties in your army, I see. One never knows where one goes. You are a long way from home, my friend.
Righto, a bloody long way. Halfway around the world, you know.
And you have come to fight for France. I salute you, monsieur.
It's been fun.
Oui. And now it is over. And our young men lie dead under the stars out there.
We lost a few, too.
Our young men, monsieur. French, British, Australian, American.
Not to mention a few German chappies.
Quite. Eh bien. One cannot make the omelette without breaking the eggs.
A bloody lot of good eggs, friend Gascoigne.
Oui.
I wish the blasted train would start.
It is always a mystery how they control these trains. Particularly when one wishes to go somewhere in a hurry.
Oh, American chap out there, looking for a price, I fancy.
Perhaps we could invite him in here if you do not mind.
Why not? If it's all right with you.
Oh, he is a comrade and there is little room on the train.
Right, so. Oh, yes. Yes, there. This way, yes.
He comes?
But what me think now? The blighter's black. And an officer, too.
So? I have heard that the Americans have 2 divisions of Negroes, and they have many officers who are, as the Americans say, colored also. But I have never seen one.
You don't mind if I ask him in?
My dear Valentine, why should one mind? Is he not a man, an ally, an officer? Do we dislike one another because I am French and you Australian?
Good chap. We've lots of blacks in our units. What the devil's the difference? What difference does it make what color the blighter's skin is? Oh, yes. Room here.
Do you mind awfully, Lieutenant?
Not much room anywhere else, old chap. Oh, come in. We've room for one.
Thank you. I was afraid I was going to be left behind.
My name's Valentine, Lieutenant Australian Light Horse.
I'm Captain Melvin, 370th American Infantry.
Delighted, Captain. And this is Captain... I have to help the chap out, Captain.
I am Captain Esme Rochefort de Gascoigne of the French Artillery, Captain. Welcome.
Gentlemen, thank you.
Oh, here. Give me your musette. I shove it up in the rack.
Oh, thank you, Lieutenant. Feels good to get that thing off my shoulder.
Sit down, Captain Melvin.
Thank you. Been standing around there all day long on one foot and then on the other waiting. Finally, when the train did pull in, I thought I was still going to stand there. Good of you to take me in.
We are delighted.
Righto.
You're an Australian, eh, Lieutenant?
Righto. From Adelaide.
I just think of that.
Where are you from, Captain Melvin?
Oh, I'm from Chicago.
And you, Captain Gascoigne?
My home is in Bayonne, as one might infer from my name.
Your name, Captain?
Gascoigne. Bayonne is in Gascony, you see.
Oh, I see.
Oui.
It's odd, ain't it? Here we are, 3 of us in one railway coach, bound for somewhere. And we've come from all over the world to meet on Christmas night in France.
We don't even know where we're going, do you?
Well, I haven't the slightest idea. Believe it, that's all I know.
Well, may as well have a spotted Christmas cheer, eh? A bottle of rather good wine in my musette.
And so have I.
Not to be outdone in this matter, mes amis, I also have a bottle of Lacryme Christi.
Tears of Christ.
A very precious wine in these days, mes amis. I do not remember how I came by it, but suffice it to say, I have it. Ah, we are about to start, huh?
We are starting.
A ruddy, happy crowd out there at the station. Christmas.
We steal Christmas, despite the fact that most of them all want to get out of the town and go somewhere.
Last Christmas, I was down in Texas, in Logan.
I was in the hospital at Marseille.
And I, mes amis, had dinner with a German general.
German general?
Captured on Christmas Eve.
Oh, yes.
Gentlemen, will you drink with me?
With pleasure, oui. If you will drink with me.
And with me.
Well then, to Christmas, eh?
Yeah, to Christmas. To Christmas.
You know, my musette's so bloody full of junk of all sorts. I was afraid I might have lost the bottle.
Souvenirs, huh?
Oh, yes. Silly toys and things that I picked up. Given to some kid somewhere. Lord knows they have few enough.
I have gifts, too, in my musette. There is no one left of my people to give them to, but it is a sentiment. Sentiment for Christmas.
Suppose we all do that. Mine's packed with odds and ends. I didn't know if I'd ever get back to that outfit after this leave, so I got some souvenirs together.
Shall I drink, mes amis?
Oh, not now, thanks, Captain. I'll wait a while.
I think I shall, too.
Quiet. It is a beautiful night, eh?
Yeah, clear. Well, if the war was still on, I'd expect to hear someone shout, lights out, jury's up. Have a lot of bombs land in our laps.
I hope we are done with that, monsieur.
Amen.
No moon, though.
Yeah. But look at them stars.
Oh, see that one over there? You might imagine it to be the Star of Bethlehem. Very bright, isn't it?
Oui. Nearly 2,000 years ago. I wonder if that same star still shines upon the earth.
If it does, we wouldn't know it. Not us. Fight wars and deny the name of the man that was born under it.
Religious chap?
No. No, not at all, Lieutenant. A long way from it.
I'm not a religious chap either. But used to have some jolly times as a kid at Christmas time, though. Church things and all that, candles, whatnot.
One is not religious, save when one sees the star shining down on him.
I wonder if that could be the star.
And why not, my friend? Our earth changes, but the everlasting stars change not.
Yeah. Be funny if it is, wouldn't it? Bonjour.
Oui. But our journey is long, gentlemen. If you wish to sleep...
You're sleepy, Captain?
That little drink of wine has affected me, I fear. I cannot keep my eyes open.
Yeah, I'm a little tired myself. Standing around all day in that station, there was no place to sit down.
I can always sleep myself.
I propose, then, that we do sleep for a little while, my friends.
You're talking to sleep. It made me sleepy. I'm all for it.
Shall I turn down the lights?
If you will, monsieur. Pleasant dreams. Merry Christmas.
And Merry Christmas to you both, gentlemen.
Yeah, and to you, Lieutenant Valentine. Captain Gascoigne.
Yonder star shall watch over us, n'est-ce pas?
The star that shone on Bethlehem.
Good night.
Are you asleep?
I'm not.
All right. Almost, though, I must say.
I was thinking. It seems that I have met you both before. Somewhere.
That's ruddy odd.
Why, my friend?
I was thinking the same thing.
I was, too. But it couldn't be. One from France, one from Australia, one from America.
Oui, it is so. Good night, my friends.
Good night.
Good night.
Friend Gaspar, we have journeyed far, and the sign that thou didst promise to us is not yet.
Peace, Balthazar. We have not yet come to the end of our journey. Behold, Melchior crieth not out. Canst thou not study his patience to be like unto him?
Yet thou art tired, Melchior.
I am tired and weary. Yet must we go on. No man knoweth what the end of his far journeying shall bring him.
Dost thou see, Balthazar? Thou must needs have faith.
I have faith, friend Gaspar. Yet my burden upon my shoulder is cruel heavy, and I would fain rest.
Have faith, O Balthazar. Have faith, I conjure thee.
Faith. I lead on, O Gaspar. Whither thou goest, there will I follow thee.
And also I, Gaspar. For I know that thou art inspired of God, that his hand doth lead thee.
Yet not even I know what miracle he will do before our eyes.
No matter. We will follow, and thy road lead to death. Now, which road takest thou? That to the right hand or to the left?
I know not.
Wilt thou not call upon God, Gaspar?
Aye. Kneel down, brethren. O Lord, Father God, lead us, thy servants, in the way thou didst set out for us. For know, Lord Father God, that we are poor, and our eyes know not the right, and we would follow the way that thou wilt have us follow. Therefore we pray thee humbly, dear Father.
A miracle.
Miracle? What sayest thou, Balthazar?
Behold, Gaspar, a sign from the Lord Father God.
There is no sign.
Behold, in the sky, a sign.
A star that burneth brighter than all the stars of the heavens. O Lord God, we thank thee. The way is before us. We follow thy will.
Behold, Gaspar, the star shineth upon the pathway to the left.
Forward, forward, brethren, for the end of our far journeying is at hand. Certes, this is a sign from God.
Behold, Gaspar, beyond the hill, the lights of a village.
'Tis so. Now we are come to our destination indeed. Haste, friends, haste.
Knowest thou what town is that, O Gaspar?
Nay, I know not, save that it be the end of our long journey.
Oh, travelers, have you seen the star? Who calls? Who art thou? It is a shepherd. See the flocks of sheep beyond the road?
Seest thou the star, travelers? Knowest thou its meaning?
Aye, we have seen it, O shepherd, yet we know not its meaning, save that a miracle of the Lord Father God is nigh unto us.
In the blackness of the sky it sprang into blaze, traveler. Dost thou think it portends the end of earth?
Nay, friend, not the end of earth. Say rather its beginning.
What sayest thou?
Behold, shepherd, the mantle of the Lord is upon him.
He speaketh of miracles.
Aye, and the miracle will come to pass. Haste, friends, haste, for this night will hear the voices of angels chanting, and the sound of many great wings. Peace on earth, peace, goodwill to men.
Glory
to
God
in the highest.
Verily, ye speak as men that understand the workings of the will of God.
Say now, shepherd, how is yonder village named?
Surely, if ye know what shall come to pass because of the star, how is it ye know not the name of the town?
We have come from far lands, shepherd.
Aye, what matters it if we know not such trifles as the name of a little hidden village, when we know of a miracle to be wrought in the name of Almighty God? Aye, 'tis so.
What miracle shall come to pass?
It is hidden from our ken, O shepherd. Yet it shall come to pass. Fear not. Aye. And such a miracle as shall set all the world to singing praises, lifting up their voices unto the heavens, crying in a loud voice, Mighty, mighty is the Lord God of hosts.
Ye be not of Israel?
Nay, I am from the land of the Greeks, and these my companions be also from far lands. Melchior from Ethiopia, Balthazar, a wise man of Egypt, a soothsayer unto the king.
Ye have come far.
Aye, so. Since many days our feet have trod the pathways of hidden, unknown places. Yet always have we set our faces unto the east, obeying the bidding of a voice unheard, the guidance of a hand unfelt.
And ye go now into the town?
Thou hast not told us its name, shepherd.
Certes, all men know that yonder town is called the town of the house of bread, even Bethlehem. Know ye that I, even I, am of Bethlehem, where was born 1,000 years agone David, son of Jesse, that was king of Israel.
'Tis well. For now I speak with the tongue of the Lord, the wisdom he hath put into my mouth. Behold yonder Bethlehem whence came David, king of Israel. Now this night shall be born in Bethlehem that Messiah, that very Son of God, which the ancient prophets have foretold. And this is the miracle that shall come to pass. For he shall be born of a virgin immaculate, and his name shall be Jesus, Father. I give thanks unto thee, that thou hast appointed me and my companions, that we shall be witnesses before all the world that the Son of God is born. Haste, my friends, We must on, for the miracle is at hand.
The Spirit of God is upon him.
Speak with the tongue of the Lord. Haste.
O holy man, may I not go with thee, seeing thou knowest not the village, and I with my brethren was born there.
Aye, thou mayest come with us. But haste, friends, haste. Behold the star. How it seemeth to beckon us on.
Lo, it cometh down from the heavens and standeth above the rooftops of the town. It is the doing of God.
Aye, praise God. Praise God.
Praise God.
Sling thy burthens from my shoulders, friends. Haste, haste.
I marvel also that there should be lights abroad in the town. The hour is passing late, yet there is a light in every house.
Perchance the men of Bethlehem rejoice that the Messiah is born. Nay, not so. For he is hidden from men, and they of Bethlehem know him not.
Then what? The Feast of Hanukkah is but lately over, my masters. The Feast of the Lights in memory of the Maccabee. Many remain. Also are there others in the town who have come to deal with the men of Herod, the Tetrarch of Galilee, even the tax collectors. And thus is the city full, even all the inns. Dost thou know where we should find him, O Gaspar? Hath it been revealed unto thee?
All in good time, my friend. We follow the star. Perchance he shall be born in a family of high repute.
Aye, 'tis not fitting that the Son of God shall come from an humble home.
The will of God shall be done. The child Jesus be born in the wide fields under the star, my friends. Haste.
Behold, these be the walls of Bethlehem, O wise man. Yonder lieth the gate.
Perchance the soldiers of the Tetrarch may refuse us admission into the city, Gaspar. Nay, they are gone away, Melchior.
Aye, they all lie in the inns and public houses and carouse of the people of the town. Gaspar, art thou sure indeed that we shall find him in Bethlehem?
Dost doubt the word of God, Balthazar? On, on.
Now, whither do we go, O Lord Gaspar?
Name me not Lord, Shepherd, for we are all humble men in the sight of God.
Praise God.
Praise God. Behold how the rays of the star shine down upon this certain street. It is the way, friends. Follow. Lo, one comes, Gaspar. In haste. Aye, but so...
Perchance he knoweth.
Hold thou, men. Whither goest thou? Who art thou? Stand aside that I may pass.
Who art thou? Know that I am a citizen, even as thou art. If indeed thou art a citizen, and not a strolling player or hawker of false jewels.
Oh, speakest thou thus to me, who am the great physician? No man that I am Balthus, the leech, the learned, the clever, skilled in cupping and the art of the chirurgeon, the saver of lives, the bringer of babes into the world.
Peace! Thy tongue clacketh like a
Sayest thou art chirurgeon, O man of Bethlehem?
Aye, I am that. I am Balthus, wrestler with the angel of death, sometime physician under great Antipater himself. I am...
Hold, I pray thee. Hast thou attended woman this night that was brought of child?
And how didst thou know that, stranger?
Wilt thou say aye or nay?
Aye, I have done so. And look ye now. This night have I come upon a miracle, a very marvel, a prodigy of nature. Never before in all my time have...
Cease thy clacking and speak, leech.
And who art thou thus to...
Speak of the marvel that thou hast witnessed, man. Behold,
not 2 hours have passed since one came post-haste, crying before my door, O Balthus, O most noble surgeon, O saver of lives, come down and haste. And I, setting down the goblet of sack posset wherefrom I did drink, flung open the window and looked down.
To thy story, leech, to thy story.
Behold, crieth the man in the street, behold, Balthus, a woman hath need of thee in the stable, nigh unto the inn of the 2 oxen.
In the stable?
Aye, in the stable. Now I am a man of charity, and always ready to answer the call when sickness stalketh abroad. In the plague that came upon Bethlehem 9 years ago...
Aye, thou art always ready when thou dost smell the smell of gold, leech. Say on, and quickly.
If thou wilt but be still and let me. I spoke of a marvel.
Say on, say on.
I flung my cloak about me, and I came in haste, as ill becometh a man of my age and girth, and yet I am charitable, I say, and behold, in yonder stable was a woman couched in the straw of a manger, brought to bed of a child.
Surely women have been brought to bed of a child in stables before, chirurgeon.
Aye, so. But mark me well now. This woman was a virgin.
Nay.
I swear it by the holy phylactery. By my father's beard I swear it. Verily was a child born unto her, and she a virgin.
Thou hast drunk too much of thy sack posset, neighbor. Thou a physician.
I swear
Hold. Thou said enough, leech. Verily hast thou stood before a miracle this night.
A miracle? In sooth, a very prodigy.
Where lieth the woman thou didst attend?
In yonder stable. The man did say that they'd come from Nazareth in Galilee to give his testimony unto the tax collectors. And though they beseeched the innkeepers, yet would none of them give them room, saving only this one, who having pity upon a woman with child, did say unto them that they might find bed amongst the kine in his stable, and did charge them naught.
May all the blessings of God be on this innkeeper, that he hath offered shelter this night unto the Son of God.
What sayest?
And on thee, physician, for that thou didst lend thy hand unto her, who is the very mother of him who shall be the Savior of the world.
Verily, I know not who thou art, old man, yet I perceive that thou hast the gift of prophecy. If I have served, then I am glad, for I took naught from them. And the babe did look upon me with a look that I shall ne'er forget, though I live to be the last on the earth. Now I crave thy blessing. If thou dost speak sooth, I am most blessed among men.
Verily shalt thou stand at the right hand of him who hath come to the earth, physician. Thine was the hand that first touched him. Verily art thou blessed.
I thank thee for thy grace, friend. Go now inside the stable. I go to the temple to render thanks unto God. For verily, I believe thee.
Now, my friends, 'tis the end of our long journey before us. Come with me, I pray, each of you. Come and fall down and worship the infant Jesus, Son of God, which shall be called the Christ.
Praise unto him.
Praise unto the Son of God. I will not go in. I am not worthy.
Nay, shepherd, there be none of us worthy to touch his hand. Yet there be none too humble to do him reverence. Come.
Aye, come, shepherd.
The star waneth a little. Shadows fall upon us.
The star paleth before his glory.
Nay, Gaspar. Behold in the sky a sign.
A sign? Oh, Father, Lord God.
A sign. The shape of a man crucified upon a cross.
Valentine. Gascoigne.
Didst cry out unto... I say, what's the matter?
I was dreaming, I guess.
Well, where are we?
Was a dream. But I saw you too.
You saw us?
It's hard to remember, but I...
Did you dream of 3 men, Melvin?
Yes.
I did too.
Gaspar?
And Melchior?
And Balthazar?
Gascoigne?
And Melvin?
And Valentine.
Good heavens. Look at our shoes. All of us.
What?
Straw. Where did...
Straw. From a stable. And that smell. What?
Gentlemen, I have been in the East. I know what that smell is. It is myrrh and frankincense.
Lights Out, especially written for radio, comes to you each Wednesday at the same time from our Chicago studios. This is the National Broadcasting Company.
Let us turn to another delightful phase of horror, the supernormal. I call this little...
Iron Eyes Yeast presents Bite Out. Lights out music stories of the supernatural, the supernormal, dramatizing the fantasy and mystery of the unknown. We tell you this frankly, so if you wish to avoid the excitement and tension of these imaginative plays, we urge you calmly, but sincerely, to turn off your radio now.
This is Art Oboe. For Iron Eyes East tonight, a story of that still small voice which civilized men call conscience. First, Frank Marshall.
The way you feel, that can make all the difference in your life. If you're run down, losing weight, feel tired too much of the time, and if vitamin B1 and iron shortage is what's to blame, listen. Iron Eyes Yeast tablets give you both vital supplements. Vitamin B1, with iron. Men and women who were shortage now tell how these pleasant little tablets help them to gain glorious health and needed power. So today they can really enjoy living again. Folks, you get that name? It's Iron Eyes.
Get into the car, Ellen.
very kind of you to come here and join me tonight. It's an important thing to do what you do. Oh, have a chair. John,
now, you're on our way to the city. Don't mind.
I want to. We have come to what the novelists have called the passing of the way. A civilized human being who sits down. I, the husband, you, the wife, and you, young man. Well, I say this one. We discuss our welfare. Hi. Bye. Perhaps you recall your life. I was not a very good man. I was very guilty about all this. All I can say is that I love Helen very much. And you love him, Helen? Yes. If we could arrange matters quickly, a divorce law that sort of thing. Of course. I just said we are together like civilized human beings. Now do you see? Now what I have to say, I say in pursuit private. Yes. If you come to the point. You and I, Ellen, I suppose there's no use talking about us anymore. Is there? So, all right, I'll say again. I will withdraw gracefully my clumsy self will permit. First, then we stand face. I want to wait our ride. Excellent. So here is the legal form is drawn up by my solicitor. I assure you it's quite in order. You will sign first. Yes. This is a witness, you understand? Very well. No. Use this one, please. Here. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry.
How do you laugh like that?
He said unimportantly, yes, it is the most important step your young man has ever made.
What do you mean? What's wrong?
You feel something, John? A constriction between the eyes, perhaps, or maybe a strange pounding of the heart. Or perhaps, John, your vision blurs. You hear strange sounds in your ears. A great lover?
Peter, answer me. What have you done? John, are you tell me, are you all right? John, what's wrong? Peter, what's wrong? What's wrong? John, open your lips.
You cannot speak, can you, John? If you open your mouth, the words will be your last. A great lover?
Peter, tell me. Tell me, have you done something to her? Have you? John, tell me what's the matter.
Yes.
John.
Yes, speak, John. Eleanor.
John. Peter, help me. He's falling. Peter, help me. Help me.
Help you?
But John, look at him. Look at him. He's ill. He's dying. Got to get a doctor.
Not a doctor. Doctors usually call you a great lover that was poisoned for a cut and sent to the vein.
Poison. That pen. That crack.
Helen, so,
Must have worked. You no longer practice Mr. Craddock. Those recite these beautiful surgical instruments frightened and not so much the food. They are so sharp.
Vitamin B1 and iron, get ironized beef tablets.
B1 and iron? Ironized beef tablets? I don't understand.
You see, you're working harder now, so naturally you need more strength and energy. But when you don't get enough vitamin B1 from your food, you may lose your appetite, not eat all you need, and so lose weight and fat. And without enough iron, you may be weak and pale and too often feel all in. But ironized beef tablets give you both vital supplements. Vitamin B1 with iron. By all means, do if you're deficient with vitamin B1 diet. Ironized beef tablets will greatly help many levels of food. See if they're not of equal benefit to you. See if before long you feel
I've been feeling so much better. Like I was tired out feeling strong. Well, I tried. I really think
now back to our life and health story of feel you're slipping and can't sleep anymore? Well, if you're short on vitamin B1 and iron, if that's why you're losing the collection of sparks to remember, ironized yeast tablets supply both vitamin and of course, sometimes it may be no other choice. If in doubt, more vitamin B1 and iron, get ironized yeast tablets supply. They promise great health in old and young. In fact, ironized yeast tablets are so successful that sold on low-risk manufacturing. If you don't drink the yeast better, feel better, and live sleep better, consult a sponsor money getting sold by ironized yeast from Ride Strong. And now, what about number 42?
About in a play called Murder Cat. Mr. Evil of 1942. Takes place in Louisville.
For our cabler's eerie story, Murder Town. And if you need more vitamin B1 and iron, be sure to try ironized. There's only one ironized. You'll know it instantly by the yellow and orange package and by the big letters IY on the case. Friends, those white shoes you now own are not going to be easy to replace, so give them the best of care. Clean them with Energine Shoe White. It's made only with the very whitest pigment. And that amazingly white pigment is thoroughly mixed into every particle of every drop of Energine Shoe White. So it goes on smoothly and dries quickly to a really white. Keep your white shoes looking better longer. Buy Energine Shoe White. It's the Columbia Broadcasting System.